Birthright Israel, welcome home. You are part of a historic beginning. The largest gathering of American college students to come to Israel in the history of the Jewish people.
Over 60.5 flights are specially involved in this project.
After this trip, we'll have a new dream, and that is to come back to Israel and to get to know its people even better than today.
And with the hope that this sort of feeling and emotion and spirit will be at least a little bit conveyed in these 10 days, I wish you the most wonderful of experiences.
So the bird flying into the Soviet Union and the bird leaving the Soviet Union, I don't understand. If things are so good, why are you leaving? So the bird leaving the Soviet Union said, well, you know, every once in a while, I kind of like to sing.
Listen up, man. We're in the chat. Okay, good morning, everyone. Well, the Golan is about 70 and something kilometers long and about between 10 to 12 kilometers wide.
Yeah, look at that. They have irrigation.
This is an industrialized country with irrigation.
What?
Going over here, of course, the old city is Jerusalem. It's somewhere over there.
We all see what we want. Yeah.
Got it, but it didn't look too interesting because it was pissing down with rain. You can see anything. It's a hopeless, dreary, heartbroken man.
Mark Twain.
We're now so
Guys, let me say good morning to Ellie, our driver.
Good morning.
we're now so hungry now.
We're walking through a 2,000-year-old city today, which once was a huge metropolis by the name of the Sipovi. And that little face at the bottom is very, very famous. It's known, as you might know from the schedule, as the Mona Lisa Gallery. In the Mishnah, which was actually composed in the city where we're sitting, which says, Ezeu Ashir, who is rich? The answer is not who has money, it's someone who is content with his life.
That's in the belfry. I'm in the kitchen, boiling society. I'm in the open, catching all the leaves. We all see what we want.
Kfar Kedem is a place that's meant to restore and demonstrate the way Jewish lived here some 2,000 years ago.
Blackbirds, bullet holes scattered across the sky. I wonder, these steep hills.
Go for the airport. Did I get it?
My fingers collapse around my pen like soldier trying to hold up the flag. I'm calling out once again in this letter to you, my friend. In this letter to you, my friend. In this letter to you, my friend. Don't tell me you've been coming up easy. Stop, drop, your life is greasy. You used to say that you would come around, but you're never here. You have been up above, so high, so high, so high, and lived in the dirt. You have felt some love, and you have been hurt. Well, I've gone to shorten my road with a fistful of matches, but nothing to strike. And as we walk along the cove, you know that this is right. Well, you met the
So this afternoon, when you're in Machane Yehuda, what I'd like you to do is buy one thing, okay? Under 10 shekels, you can buy lots of other things, but buy one thing under 10 shekels which you feel which is going to prepare you for Shabbat.
In order to create some conversation, sometimes start from a higher price, so the customer will start to argue with him about the price, then he will start a conversation, then he could take for him some knowledge about the world, the places he's seen. That's like kind of explanation of what bargaining is.
That was like the best fruit I've ever eaten.
Well, you may think I'm crazy, you may think I'm foolish, but I'm coming through the lightning, coming back to you. Don't tell me you've been coming up easy. Stop, drop, life is greasy. You used to say that you would come around, but you're never here. You have been up above, so high, so high, so high, and live in the dirt. You have felt some love, and you have been hurt. Oh my, 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 I'm feeling fine. Oh my, 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 I'm coming through. Oh my, 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 my.
3, 4, 5,
7.
8.
Shauna Berger, 1. Everyone quiet. Matt, be quiet.
2,
We don't know exactly what's going to happen over there, but we know it's going to be quite crowded, something like 5,000 people.
The largest ever international gathering for Jewish students in the history of diaspora-Israel relations.
Help us take hold of the moral and ethical values so deeply rooted in this holy land. Good evening and shalom to all of you.
We come here to rededicate diaspora Jewry to love of Israel, and Israel to loving responsibility for worldwide Jewry's future.
That all of the sudden we are the first generation ever that should give an answer, can the Jewish people live, survive, continue without an external enemy? The Prime Minister is fully dedicated to bring peace to the state of Israel, and there will be peace for the state of Israel. Although this trip has been fantastic, it really breaks my heart to think of how poor this trip will make Charles Bronfman and Michael Steinhardt, because it's birthright. Time to dig those hiking boots out of the closet. And all you've got to do is be loyal to and pay the $250 deposit.
The bar we're standing in front of is the oldest pub in Jerusalem, and many think that Jerusalem, with the Wailing Wall and things like that, is the oldest city anywhere, but it's not. This bar has only been here since 1972, but that's what I could understand from the bartender's limited English.
the whole damn bus.
David! I love you, David.
We're going inside the old city through the Jewish quarter.
I saw you yesterday. Your eyes were the color of sun.
The Tzmi religion believes that one day the Messiah will come from the east. So you can see a lot of graveyards on the other side. They want to be the first to join the party.
These people down below, they rush to talk. They rush to say, hey, man, overboard. Mayday.
Guys, I'm going to take you down here to the most exciting dig, and it really is. It's only 2 years old. Come.
Mayday, Mayday. Troubles are brought back by you. Funny how we
1,700 years old. That piece of graffiti over there, guys.
troubles are brought back by you. Funny how we go down.
You wanted this one?
I'll give you $30 for it.
Wow, there's no king, no.
This is the Tower of David Museum, okay, also known as the Citadel. It's a museum for the history of Jerusalem.
So I hear that you're doing fine. You've flown all them planes have been on your mind. I can't understand, but I don't need to know. I'll speak to you through this radio. They rush to talk. They rush to say, hey, man, Mayday, 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 Mayday.
We're now situated about 3/4 of an hour southwest of Jerusalem. It's a place called Marishah. And today, 2,000 years later, the city on top has basically been destroyed. There's not much of it left. But the whole underground city is preserved. I always wondered how come it was that the four greatest rabbis of their time didn't know it was time for the morning Shema. What's the answer?
They were in a cave.
They were in a cave.
To the drugstore to check my head against the bright light, but she caught me from behind. And though I did not know, and though I did not care, I could not tell that I was blind to make my world a bubble. What I think that
I got an original pomegranate. It's something you don't normally find in the U.S.
These are real-life Israelis you see over my shoulder. They're in their natural element. They're doing what natural Israelis do. Let's take just a moment to watch their behavior.
You notice the one in pink, she's staring directly at the camera. And sort of the American equivalent to the deer in the headlight.
Some of the security men was thinking that he's another security man that's just standing.
We're in Israel and we're on the Mediterranean Sea.
We're going from here to just a bit around the airport. It's a place called Modi'in.
You know what I could go for right now? A 40 of big man on malt liquor. Kept the Jews for 40 years in the desert, and you should drink it at home.
I think most of the time we've been like one big group. So I think that's the way to end it. No, the way to end it is like with some Brazilian dancer, but usually not all the bus drivers know as much as Eddie do. Eddie for 25 years is crossing the country all over, so you can help him sometimes.
They bring only one person. They tell him to come to Israel.
Whereas Jaffa Port seems like it should be the set for a James Bond movie.
This trip has been awesome. And even though I may not feel like a Yenta, per se, I feel closer to Israel.
Okay, last day. Miss you guys, and nice to be back home. See you once again sometimes in Israel. Bye.